Alright, so you clicked on this. My name is Riley, and if you're curious about France, you're in the right spot. This is my take on a travel guide, designed for anyone looking to really explore this beautiful country. We're going beyond just the famous landmarks, we're diving into the experience of being there. Think of this as your starting point for an incredible adventure. We're hitting 5 amazing destinations, each unique, each offering something special. From the energy of Paris to the serene Alps, this is a journey through the best of France. Let's get into it. So Paris, you think you know it, right? Eiffel Tower, croissants, romance, and yeah, it's got all that. But Paris, man, it's so much more. It's a city that's constantly moving, constantly changing, yet somehow timeless. Every street corner feels like it has a story. My first stop always has to be the Eiffel Tower. It's cliché for a reason, it's just iconic. You have to see it, but don't just look at it from afar. Get up close, go underneath it, feel the sheer scale of that iron lattice. It's an engineering marvel, seriously. And going up, whether you take the elevator or brave the stairs, the view from the top is insane. Paris laid out beneath you. It gives you perspective, literally. Then there's the Louvre. This place is massive. You could spend weeks in there and not see everything. My advice? Don't even try. Pick a few things you absolutely want to see. Mona Lisa, obviously, but be prepared for the crowds. It's like a rock concert for a tiny painting. But also, find the winged victory of Samothrace. That thing will blow your mind. The key to the Louvre is to have a plan. Or, do what I sometimes do, just wander. Pick a wing and get lost. You'll stumble on amazing things you never knew existed. Ancient Egyptian artifacts, incredible sculptures, royal apartments. It's a treasure chest. But also, remember to step outside, into the courtyard with the pyramid. The contrast of old and new, it's very Paris. It's a reminder that this city isn't stuck in the past. Alright, next up, we're leaving the city buzz behind and heading to the Loire Valley, and if Paris is about energy and icons, the Loire Valley is about stepping into a fairy tale. Seriously, the number of chateaux here, these incredible castles, it's mind-blowing. Each one has its own story, its own personality. It's like a history book come to life, but way more interesting. You've got places like Chateau de Chambord. This place is huge, it's like ridiculously big. The architecture is insane with all those towers and turrets. Leonardo da Vinci supposedly had a hand in designing parts of it, like the double helix staircase. Walking through its empty rooms, you can almost hear the echoes of kings and queens. It's a testament to ambition, to power, to a different era. Then there's Chateau de Chenonceau, the one that stretches across the river Cher. They call it the Ladies' Chateau because so many influential women shaped its history. It's elegant, it's beautiful, and those arches over the water, just stunning. The gardens here are also incredible. Perfectly manicured, bursting with color. It feels like a movie set, honestly. A very, very fancy movie set. But it's not just about these 2 big names. There are hundreds of chateaux in the Loire Valley. Some are massive fortresses, others are more intimate manor houses. Part of the fun is just driving around, spotting them in the distance, maybe picking a smaller, less crowded one to explore. Each one gives you a little glimpse into French history, into the lives of the people who live there. And the gardens. I mentioned Chenonceau, but so many of these chateaux have these elaborate, formal gardens. Villandry, for example, is famous for its Renaissance gardens. They're like works of art, laid out with geometric precision. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, and it makes you appreciate the incredible amount of work that goes into maintaining these places. The history in this region is palpable. You're walking the same halls as French royalty, as historical figures you've read about. It makes history feel immediate, not just something in a textbook. Okay, from castles to coastline, we're heading south to the French Riviera or the Côte d'Azur, and this place, it's got a reputation, right? Glamour, celebrities, yachts, film festivals, and yeah, you'll see all of that. But there's also a really cool, laid-back Mediterranean vibe here that's infectious. It's sunshine, blue water, and good times. Nice is a great place to start. It's a proper city, but it's right on the beach. The Promenade des Anglais, that famous walkway along the Baie des Anges, is perfect for a stroll or a bike ride. The old town, Vieux-Nice, is a maze of narrow streets, colorful buildings, and bustling markets. It's got a real Italian feel to it, which makes sense given its history. Then you've got Cannes, famous for the film festival, of course. You can walk the Boulevard de la Croisette, see the fancy hotels, imagine the movie stars. It's definitely got that high-end, luxurious feel. But even if you're not a millionaire, it's fun to people watch, to soak up the atmosphere. And the beaches are beautiful, though they can get crowded. And the beaches themselves, all along the Riviera, are a huge draw. Some are sandy, some are pebbly, some are public, some are private beach clubs where you can rent a lounger and an umbrella. But that turquoise Mediterranean water, man, it's so inviting, especially on a hot day. Just floating in that sea, looking back at the coastline, it's pretty special. But the Riviera isn't just Nice and Cannes. There are so many other cool spots. Ise, for example, is this incredible medieval village perched on a hilltop, with insane views down to the coast. Monaco, technically its own country, is just a short hop away, if you want to see how the other half of the other half lives. Antibes has a great old town and a Picasso museum. The nightlife here can be pretty legendary, from chic rooftop bars to thumping nightclubs, especially in places like Saint-Tropez or Monaco. If you're looking to party, you can definitely find it, but there's also a more relaxed evening scene. Now, let's shift gears again and head inland to Provence. If the Riviera is about coastal glamour, Provence is about rustic charm, rolling landscapes, and a slower pace of life. This is the France of lavender fields, olive groves, and sun-drenched vineyards. It's incredibly picturesque, almost like a painting come to life. The lavender fields are probably the most iconic image of Provence. And if you're there in the summer, when they're in bloom, it's truly spectacular. Endless rows of purple, buzzing with bees, and that incredible scent filling the air. The Valensole Plateau is one of the best places to see them. It's worth planning your trip around lavender season if you can. It's just breathtaking. But Provence is so much more than just lavender. It's a region full of historic towns and villages. Places like Avignon, with its massive Palais de Pape and the famous Pont d'Avignon, or Aix-en-Provence, a beautiful university town with elegant fountains and tree-lined avenues. These are places you can just wander for hours, getting lost in the narrow streets. And then there are the hilltop villages, the village's perches, Gordes, Roussillon with its ochre cliffs, Beaulieu. These places look like they've grown out of the rock. They offer amazing views over the surrounding countryside. Exploring these villages feels like stepping back in time. Each one has its own unique character, its own story to tell. The markets in Provence are a must-do. Almost every town has a weekly market, and they are vibrant, colorful, and full of local produce. Fresh fruits and vegetables, cheeses, olives, herbs, soaps, fabrics. It's a great place to pick up souvenirs, or just to soak up the atmosphere and try some local specialties. The sights, sounds, and smells are incredible. And the food in Provence. It's all about fresh, seasonal ingredients. Ratatouille, tapenade, bouillabaisse if you're near the coast, saka. Simple, flavorful dishes that let the quality of the produce shine. Alright, for our final destination, we're going high, way high, to Chamonix Mont Blanc in the French Alps. This is a whole different kind of France. We're talking towering snow-capped peaks, glaciers, and some of the most breathtaking mountain scenery you will ever see. If you're an adventure junkie or just someone who appreciates epic nature, this place is for you. Mont Blanc itself, the highest peak in Western Europe, dominates the skyline. It's just majestic. And Chamonix, the town nestled at its foot, is the base camp for all kinds of mountain adventures. It's got a real buzz about it, a mix of hardcore mountaineers, skiers, and people who are just there to soak up the incredible views. It's an energetic, inspiring place. One of the absolute must-dos in Chamonix is taking the Aiguille du Midi cable car. This thing takes you up to over 3,800 meters, almost 12,600 feet. The views from the top are just insane. You're surrounded by jagged peaks, glaciers, and on a clear day, you can see across to the Swiss and Italian Alps. There's even a glass skywalk called Step into the Void if you're feeling brave. It's literally breathtaking. In winter, Chamonix is a world-class skiing and snowboarding destination. There are multiple ski areas catering to all levels, from gentle beginner slopes to some of the most challenging off-piste terrain in the world. The powder here can be legendary. It's a serious playground for winter sports enthusiasts. The après-ski scene is pretty lively too, but Chamonix isn't just for winter. In summer it transforms into a paradise for hikers, climbers, and mountain bikers. There are hundreds of kilometers of trails ranging from easy valley walks to strenuous high-altitude treks. The scenery is just as stunning in summer with green valleys, alpine flowers, and those ever-present snowy peaks. It's invigorating to be out in that fresh mountain air. Paragliding is also huge here. You'll see colorful parachutes soaring through the valley all the time. If you've ever wanted to try it, Chamonix is an incredible place to do it. So that's the rundown. 5 places in France that, for me, really capture something special. And look, this is just a starting point, right? My perspective, the beauty of travel, especially in a place as diverse as France, is there's always more. More to see, more to do, more to discover. The real adventure, the stuff that sticks, often happens in those unplanned moments. It's when you wander off the path, try something you're unsure about, or connect with someone new. That's where the magic is. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching. Now, go do something awesome.